disciples, this beggar looked upon them and he said, can I have some money? Can I say that today's service is called, I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. Amen. Somebody say, I will say, this is the day that the Lord has made. You got to understand there's two kind of people in this world. There's the kind that go beyond the gate into the temple, into the presence of God, and there's the kind that sit on the outside. The one that is always going in the presence of God and beyond the gate is the blessed one. Amen. It's the one that's got the glory of God upon him. It's the one that everybody's looking at and saying, I want what he's got. I gotta have what she has. When you are serving the Lord and you're in the presence of God and you're in your word and you're fasting and you're praying and you're seeking God, the beggars of the world will look upon you and they'll say, can I have something what you got? But I got news to tell you. You can't get what I've got by begging or sitting there and asking me. The only way you can get it is going beyond the gate and into the presence of God. The difference between the person that comes to church and does not worship and does not pray, I talk coránico, I bitterness, I fluí, I necado, I don't candaría, I didn't decall, I don't candaría, I put you there, I didn't decall around, I don't like the flowers, I don't like the curtains, I don't like the pastor, I don't like, listen to me, man, you're outside of the gate. You're going to become a beggar. You're going to become a person that never gets blessed. But the person that comes to church doesn't care what color rug is it, doesn't care what song is going on, doesn't care who's sitting on the left or who's sitting on the right. They only want to answer. Amen. Is anybody listening to me, man? Amen. And so there's two people in Acts chapter 3. You have your beggar who sat there. The Bible says he was lame. Can I tell you that the word lame means can't walk, can't move, can't budge? Can I talk to you spiritual for a minute? Is nobody going to beat me up? Can I preach the truth here tonight? I got David in church anyway, so I'm not worried. Listen. Listen. You cannot move spiritually. You will not be able to move spiritually unless you get into the presence of God. Oh, that's crazy what I just said. I don't know if a lot of you guys got a crew cut. Anybody got that or you don't got that? You cannot move spiritually. You can't grow in God. You can't develop in your daily walk with God unless you get into the presence of God. Do you know who are the people that get mad in church? Do you know who are the people that are walking around with parimos and they cause all day? Those are the people that have not been in the presence of God. Because when you get into the presence of God, you're coming out with a smile on your face. You're coming out with the glory of God. You're coming out with a new song in your heart. You're coming out with a revelation, illumination from God. And the people ask you, what's the matter with you? Why you look so good? You look so great. What happened? You got a haircut? You got a new suit? No, man. I just been in the presence of God. Somebody say, listen, you don't need a new car. You don't need a new watch. You don't need new friends. You don't got to switch town. You don't got to switch churches. What you got to do is get in the presence of God. And the Bible says, in his presence, there is a fullness of joy. Can I say that that word fullness means everything that you need? Come on. Everything that you're lacking in your life. You will never be empty out of the presence, in the presence of God. But out of the presence of God, you will be a spiritual beggar. Can I preach the truth tonight in this place? I don't want no walking around. I'm mad today. I got to preach the truth. I'm going to be mean today. Listen to me when I say something. There are too many Christians today that are beggars and not worshipers. Is anybody listening to that? Pastor, can I please preach? Pastor, can I please? Man, why are you begging, man? You should just do it. Get in the presence of God. And when you get in the presence of God, I'll see it on you. John will see it on you. Brandon will see it on you. And guess what? God will bring you to the forefront. God is about to bring the people of God that have been in the presence of God at home, the one that's been worshiping in his car, the one that is at home on his knees next to his bed, the one that's in the car. He's not talking about church politics. He's not talking about this guy's wrong and this guy's right, but his mind is set on God, and he's reading his Bible. Maybe he don't know much, but he's trying his best to understand it, and he's just only focused on God. God is about to bring that person to the front line and say, now I'm about to use you. Now I'm about to take you to another place. I wish somebody would preach the Lord tonight. God knows if you're going through the gate, are you on the outside of the gate? And this man was a beggar, and he was on the outside of the gate. I don't know how long he stood on the outside of the gate. I don't know how long he was there, but I know he couldn't walk. I know he couldn't move. I know he was a beggar. Whoever would see him come because he's no good. Don't be that person. Be like Peter and John. When the beggar saw them, he said, give me some money, because they look like they had it. Because they look like they just been somewhere, that they're blessed. I'll challenge you today. Don't be a beggar, but be like Peter. Be like John. Be a worshiper. Be a giver. Be a worshiper. The Bible says they were going through the temple. They wasn't stopping. They wasn't going up and down to the left or to the right. They was going through the gate. It was 3 o'clock. It was time to pray. Today, all of you got dressed. You was looking at your watch and say, oh, that church starts 9 o'clock. We got to hurry. We got to get through the gate and get into the presence of God, because you're hungry for him. You're thirsty for him. And that's why right now I'm looking upon all of you, and I see God. I see the glory of God. I see the Spirit of God upon you. And when you walk out of here, all the beggars of the world are going to look at you, and they're going to say, man, where was you? I just been in the presence. Somebody say amen. And so Peter and John was walking through the gate. They was going with a joyful heart. They was going to pray. How many came to church today to pray? Woo! How many came to hear the word of God? My husband's been here with me since about 8 o'clock. I'm blessed. We don't feel good. I pray the healing of God be with you. He came, my Dandra, worshiping God, praising God. You know why? Because he's blessed. He's been in the presence of God. Can I read you Psalms 100 real quickly? Jamie, go Psalms 100. Is anybody getting this tonight? Amen.